Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, Rick Ramone. No, I'm just kidding. It's really me, Rick Ramone. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the Teach Me to Football podcast. I have all my panelists back. Everybody's looking nice and handsome, as always. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Happy New Year, everyone. We're doing
Happy New Year.
fantastic.
We're
all
fired
in the
up, Matt.
playoffs.
I'm really fired up.
Justin,
Fired up.
You should be after that win.
Yeah. Of all people. Now, Topher, I'm assuming you're here because your team is junk and you guys just continuously find new ways to screw up, and that's why you wanted to come on
I
tonight?
wanted to be here because it's the new year and we're starting things off hopefully better than they ended a little bit ago, like in 2025. You guys,
Should
I don't even know what you got.
Well,
He
Dart
fires
win the
me.
MVP.
but still, 2026, new beginning,
Listen,
the Giants were
2025
winners
is the year
as
of
of
the
right now. Our
sandwich
last
and your
game, we
mom.
won.
Not this year.
I'm just saying, we're 1-0.
Hey, Topher,
Man,
Giants haven't lost
here
the
we
game in
go.
2026 yet.
That's
There
what I'm
you
trying
go.
to say. Last game we played, we won. We aren't
Yeah.
in the number one pick right now, but we got a franchise quarterback. I'm not upset.
Is it weird that Jackson Dart's not going to win the Rookie of the Year? Like, it seems like Tyler Shuck is randomly like the odds-on favorite after a couple weeks, when I thought Dart would kind of be the hands-down favorite to win that.
I mean, come on. He should be.
Can you give me his stats, Topher? Can you give me Jackson Dart's stats, or do you know? I saw one you posted about him against playoff teams.
Top
Can
of my
you-
head, up to right now, I'm not. He's in the amount of time he's played, the things he's done, the amount of touch. I mean, he's got more touchdowns than Saquon Barkley right now. He's played less games. Like the guy.
Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in.
I'm just saying, like, he's performing on a high level on a team that was not capable of winning football games. And we could have won a lot more games this year. We blew games in the fourth quarter. That's why our coach got fired. Here's
Yes, you
why,
did.
Here's the reason why I'm glad we won.
You're the reason
before-
Denver's going to be the 1 seed.
before our coach got fired, Jackson Dart was playing out of his mind, and they started saying, was this a bad decision? He's not playing as well since Brian Dable was gone. So I wanted him to play well. I just met him. The guy basically said, I'm going to be out there. I'm not a risk to get hurt. And Justin, I said, look, you got to stay healthy, man. You got to beat these birds next year. He told me he's going to be out there. He told me he's going to be out there. Like, that's my little moment with him. But the reason why I don't care, look how happy they were. Wandell Robinson got 1,000 yards. That was cool. 16 and a half sacks for Brian Burns. He got a good guy award from the media. Like, they had a good day in the locker room. I felt good after. It felt good to win. And
You have a future to believe in. You have Scadaboo and Dart, and that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters is you have something
Neighbor?
to believe in. Because not everybody's going to win it every year. We might not win it this year, and nobody wins it every year. So it's like you have to have something to
nobody
believe
wins
in.
it
you know?
every year.
Yeah,
And
so you have to have
Neighbors-
something to believe in.
And it was good to
And
see
Neighbors
King
should come
Scadaboo
back
there
healthy,
walking
too.
around. Like, he's walking around already.
Correct,
It's great. So
Yeah.
You got,
I think
you
we,
got to use that
all of us
number
up
one
here have
pick on something.
quarterbacks. Yeah, all of our teams have quarterbacks. I think that we all believe in. I mean, RC, do you believe in Jordan Love going forward? Or?
That's a great question. So I mean,
I think we all have quarterbacks we believe in.
I know I do.
He
Yeah, you got
did
a
clear.
great-
He just cleared protocol, but they said he's not playing. He's not playing Sunday. So I guess we'll see what he does. Ask me after the first round playoff game. Ask me that question.
I'm hoping it's against you guys, by the way. I mean, it's looking at like the Niners or the Rams. Rather face you. Definitely don't want to face the Rams or the Niners. But we'll
Justin,
see.
what are your thoughts on San Fran? How does that team strike you?
I don't know why I'm really ticked off at San Fran right now. But in all seriousness, San Francisco's it's funny we actually have some history with them with the infamous Big Dom game. So like the last time we saw them, the 2023, to my knowledge, they made us collapse. To be honest, they took our heart in that game. We went on a losing streak and we had the famous 2023 collapse. So that was the last time, and they went on and played in the Super Bowl that year. That was the last time we saw them. If we do see the 49ers, I've been saying it all year. They're an underrated team, challenging team. They've been flying under the radar, but we got them. Brock Purdy, our defense, we're gonna make them look like just nothing out there. I mean, he's gonna look like a deer in headlights. Trust me, because our defense is playing at an elite historical level. And I'm not worried about Brock Purdy and the 49ers. At least the Rams have Matthew Stafford, which is a quarterback you got to be afraid of. Or the Packers, at least, I know they don't have Micah Parsons, but Jordan Love can at least do something. But I don't trust Brock Purdy coming to Philly, especially and trying to win a game.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about Trayvon Diggs, the newest Packer.
Yeah.
RC, how do we feel about that?
I mean, I'm not super excited, but
Uh-oh.
he's supposed to bring secondary depth, but I'm not like a Diggs fan. I know he's like a 2-time Pro Bowler, but I think his best days are behind him. I think that was just out of desperation. Like we also just signed Desmond Ritter too, so
Oof.
yeah. so
Ouch.
look, you guys, we'll see how we play the first round of the playoffs. The game against Minnesota, Clayton Tune's starting. Jacobs probably won't play. I assume they'll probably rest like Christian Watson. They'll probably rest almost anybody who's banged up. So Wick. So I think the game that you're gonna see Sunday is just gonna be like the Packers just putting on their second stringers just to get to the first round. So we'll see how we do first round, and we'll see the matchup. So.
I do want to add something about the Diggs pickup, though. He is still a good player, and it's not like you're not plugging him into a good system already. So, like, anything you get out of him, I think could help you, especially in the playoffs. Like, he knows the game. I think that part of it is a good pickup. And then I am a little intrigued about them 49ers-Eagles matchup because the Eagles do struggle offensively, but your defense is so freaking good. And then the Niners are like the complete opposite. So, like, they're all his fireworks. And Brock Purdy, when he looks good, like the other night, that play he had that when he scrambled, and Hurts had a very similar play earlier, like when that one, which was amazing. And I do.
Well, here's the one thing I'll say: the similarity. It just made me think of that, Topher. It was like Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts. They kind of get these system labels around them, kind of, or they have the benefit of the players they play with, right?
But they come up big in big moments too when they have to. They both are very capable of that. And
Yes,
that's
they do. But I'm taking Hurts over Purdy all day, though, and that's just a separate argument. But
I mean, you should. He also won a Super Bowl, and he's also could have won 2 Super Bowls. Like, I mean, why not? And look at his stats. Look at his wins and losses since he's been in the league. Him and Sirianni together is probably one of the best combinations ever. Like, if you look at their stats statistically.
I mean, not probably. I think statistically it is. It's first 5 years, at least top 3, like all time. Yeah. So, but I mean, look, none of the past matters. It's all about this year. That's where we're at right now. So,
Justin, I know you need to leave early in the first half, so I want you to give me a 5-minute warning before you have to get out of here. Can you do that for me?
Yes, I'll give you that warning in about 2 minutes.
Beautiful. 7-minute warning. There we go. Not a 6-minute warning. There you go, Topher. Ben, real quick, I want to ask you.
You going to talk about these leading Patriots or what?
Oh, I was going to ask how much bail money Ben has raised for them so far, and what his plans are.
Oh man, we're paying rent a day late because we have to go support Stefan. We got to do whatever we can to be there for him. We're paying rent tomorrow, but what a week for the Patriots. You know, come win your 13th game, absolutely shellacking the Jets. That game was like one of those just good old ass kickings that just like all the way from start to finish. Like they played as perfect as they possibly can. The Jets had no chance. But then back-to-back days of 2 of our better players, I would say 2 of our top 5 players on the whole roster, just having these different domestic incidences. And you're hoping that the facts come out and we get to the bottom of this because you don't want to jump to conclusions and assume the worst. But these are the wrong times for these things to be happening going into the playoffs. We need to take care of business this week, beat Miami, get another win, and hopefully the Chargers can pull one out of their ass and beat Denver. I did not appreciate them coming out very early and sitting Justin Herbert. I had some very choice words that will remain off this podcast, so just so we can air this content. But I am not happy with the Chargers right now. But I'm still praying that my boy Trey Lance, he looked pretty good in the preseason. I don't know if anyone watched any of the preseason.
Trey Lance.
It matters now. He could pull one out. We shall see.
Having
Trey
faith
Lance,
in
how
Trey
about
Lance
that?
is kind of tough. That's rough.
Yeah. I know. Putting
Matt,
your faith in Trey Lance
for me then, but I remember when Trey Lance was supposed to be the future of the Niners. Remember that? He was the 3rd overall pick.
And then
he was.
And then we know the common Cowboy fan, Randy. Randy loved Trey Lance when the Cowboys picked him up. And then when I was doing my support of Daniel Jones, saying, look, guys, Daniel Jones can play. It's just the line sucks. He's like, oh, well, you can have Trey Lance. So that's my history with Trey Lance.
All right, now,
stranger things have happened.
Justin, before you get out of here, I want to ask you, sir, 2025, I know it started one way for you and it went a completely different way for you.
Oh, yeah.
Start 2026. What are your goals for 2026, sir? What are your aspirations, hopes, and dreams?
Goals definitely to keep going with this show here, be part of you guys, and keep growing the Bacon Shake worldwide. Everything that you guys are doing, that's actually a big goal of mine, is to be a part of that. I have goals for my content and stuff. I want to finally meet Jalen Hurts somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna find a way. Damn it!
I
He
like
doesn't
the
do
picture
public.
of you having a cheesesteak with him. That was
Yeah, I have to use
that was
AI. I
awesome.
made AI photos of me and Jalen Hurts because I've yet to meet him. So
That was
I am
awesome.
trying to meet Jalen Hurts. I don't know how, but just give me this year. I'm gonna work on something, and I want to. I have a lot of big things going on this year. I mean, the Devontae Smith celebrity softball game, Mid Penn celebrity Pank golf tournament. I'm going to the game this Sunday, Washington Eagles. I'll be at hopefully the playoff game. I'll be a lot of events, a lot of signings. Y'all just go check my page, follow me, and I'll always try to keep you guys up to date with all the fun stuff I got going on. I could be here for an hour, I guess, talking about it, but keeps me busy, guys. Keeps me busy, So
We will keep you gainfully employed, sir. Indeed.
yes, thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
All right, boys. We're going to go to the half now. We're going to let Justin get up out of here. He's got to go pick up his grandma and aunt and everybody at the airport. We're going to let him do that. We come back. We'll do Matt Libs. I guess we'll keep Topher around. It's kind of like the Giants. They suck, but
Yeah, why not?
you need them. So there you go. We'll do
For
that in the
NFC,
second half
at least.
and not be mean to each other. Okay? Okay? That's my resolution. Be nicer.
We would never do that here.
Never. All right. See you in a
Hey.
second.
Spread
Go Braves.
positivity to the world in
Yes.
2026.
For sure. Happy
Start-
New Year's, everybody.
starting
Happy
early.
New Year's.
You, brother. Be safe.
Happy New Year, Justin.
Thank you,
Later,
guys.
Have a good night.
I appreciate y'all. Good night.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the Teach Me to Football podcast. Justin had to boogie, but don't worry. We got enough guys on our bench to keep this thing going. Gentlemen, RC, you've been doing this for a little while. You know what time it is?
I'm not. Yeah, I think you tell me. You tell me.
I think it's
Ben?
Matt Lib time.
Matt Lib.
All right, here we
what we're
go.
all
Now,
here for.
actually, since RC, we gotta get you caught up on things. We gotta get you educated around here so you know what time it is. But now that you know what time it is, I have to ask you an interesting question that only you can answer. And I guess
Okay.
these guys can help you too. But all right,
Let's go.
RC, would Green Bay be better right now with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback?
Whoo! No. I'll take right now. I'll take a healthy Jordan Love or even a healthy Malik Willis over Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. I need
I will
Irish to
say-
do some stat comparison for me for this season.
And what
I
I
need to
mean,
know-
what I mean by that is like if you're gonna make it through the NFC, you're gonna have to deal with like a pass rush, and Aaron Rodgers isn't avoiding any pass rush currently. At
Right.
least like Jordan Love and Willis both give us a mobile quarterback who can at least buy some time and make some plays. Versus Rodgers, if he's not protected at this stage in his career, he's not making the plays that you would need him to make.
I'll tell you what, Willis, when he got in the other week, the first game, he looked real good. He came in and y'all didn't miss a beat. I thought Willis played well.
Yeah, the problem is he's like got hamstring and shoulder, so you
Yeah.
know.
He's like
you know,
Tyrod
like, I
Taylor.
think
He
that-
can always come in, but he never finishes
Like
the game.
the argument would be like, do the Packers look better with Willis or Love? Like I think that's the
Oh,
Oof.
okay.
Hot take.
yeah.
Jordan-
I personally like Malik Willis when he's in there. It seems that like there's a lot more variability to the plays. We seem less predictable. Obviously, Jordan Love throws a better deep ball, but Willis doesn't look like he's compromised passing where like you can't like call downfield throws.
Okay. I just think with your guys, they're mobile, but they're always getting hurt. Whereas I feel like Rodgers is at least in that like Brady stage of he's just like, I'm getting it out in 5. Like I'm just getting rid of it before I get hit. And
2.
That's fair, I guess.
wow. Ben, what are your thoughts?
I would have said Rodgers off the bat, but I liked how RC explained it. So I'm going with RC, Jordan
Okay.
Love or Malik Willis.
Okay. And Topher, you said you keep
Jordan Love. I've always been a Jordan Love believer. Like I'm friends with Trey. My good friend Trey is a Packer fan. You guys know I stick up for Daniel Jones. Of course, I stuck up for Jordan Love in his career. I like Jordan Love. I think he's not healthy. He hasn't been healthy all season. I think when he's healthy, I think he gives them their best chance.
they need to get him more top-notch weapons than just a bunch of the same tier receivers.
I
Exactly.
Yeah.
think we have five wide receiver twos. I think that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a
Yeah,
number.
get him a number one. I'm sure his play will elevate just a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right, now Ben, you might have to put your thinking cap on. Luckily, you have a fellow New Englander here and RC, so we can help chime in. But I'm thinking of the 2013 Red Sox. I'm thinking of that epic collapse right before the playoffs. I'm thinking about all your guys going to jail right now, right before the playoffs. What are some of the other crap moments right before the playoffs started
Or Ben.
in New England history? Because I'm thinking of the Celtics too, where like KG got hurt, and it was like, oh God,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, before I start, I will correct you. It was the 2011 Red Sox, not the 2013 World
2013
Series
we won.
champion Red
Yeah.
Sox.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
Yes.
Thank you very
sure.
2011 was the beer and chicken Red Sox that had
Yes.
Carl Crawford, Adrian Gonzalez, superstar team, and they just collapsed in September and they lose on the last day of the regular season to the Orioles. And Evan Longoria walks off the Yankees for the Rays, and the Red Sox get eliminated. And that is the end of Terry Francona in Boston, the greatest manager in the history of the Red Sox. And then to replace him, they followed up by bringing in Bobby Valentine, who had his time in the MLB, but was a little, I think, past his prime at that point. And the 2012 Red Sox was the year that I went to the most games I ever went to, but that's only because tickets were $5, and I'm not even kidding you. I went to like a dozen games that year, and boy, it was terrible. But anyways, the Patriots, Wes Welker getting hurt in the last game, tearing his ACL. That kind of killed us one year. That was terrible. Let me think.
You know why?
Those are the
Isaiah
two big
Thomas-
ones. Those are two
does
big
Isaiah
ones. The
Thomas,
2011
like,
Red Sox, Wes Welker tearing his ACL.
I just want to add while you're sitting there thinking, he does this to you every week. He makes you relive all these bad memories, but I still don't feel bad for you because you win so much. So I really don't feel bad for you.
Yeah. Could be another one this year. It's going to be a tough battle in the NFC.
NBA, buddy. As long as it isn't in the NBA, everything is all good.
It will be. Don't worry.
I was saying, does Isaiah Thomas's injury? I know he played through it, but that kind of derailed the season when he was low key an MVP candidate, and then he played through it, and then we ended up trading him for Kyrie.
Yeah, it's true, but I think that was the farthest the Celtics were going to get. I mean, look, getting through the Wizards and the Heat at that point is nothing compared to getting through LeBron.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on Terry Rozier. That guy's dead to me. Never gonna bet on the NBA ever again. The only NBA bet I'll ever place is Celtics money line. Book it. Over. F Terry Rozier. Hate that guy.
I mean, I'm just going to tell you what I think they're going to do. I mean, it looks like they're going to keep Joe Shane. Everybody's mad about that. Like a lot of Giants content creators, fans feel like we just need to start over. I've said it a million times on Empire. I feel like if you give them a new GM right now, and it's okay to do that, but if you do it, they're a way better situation they were when he took over, right? I mean, we got a franchise quarterback now. We got Scatterboo. We got Neighbors. The defense is looking pretty good. We got Brian Burns. We got Carter. I mean, the secondary with Holland and Debo, everything looks pretty darn good on paper, healthy. So we did get to meet Jackson Dart. That was really cool. My daughter and I both went. We went to Reds. I love Reds. I went there for years anyway for tailgates. I got to know some people there. I got to meet the ambassador the other day. He was the Reds, the owner, the best friend. The old man was there. Got to talk to him. I got to check it out a little bit before Dart arrived. Got to see him come in and see the kids. That's when I had to leave, but I got to see him walk in for that. It was a good time. Handed his sister a piece of paper about the podcast. I thought that was cool. But all in all, he was a class act. He was very nice to Haley, and I heard a lot of bad things. I do want to say he was there a lot longer than people were saying. I thought it went, for who he was and the magnitude of people that showed up, I thought it went pretty well. But I was there early. I mean, it's common sense. He's the franchise quarterback. But what I would do and what I think they're going to do is they're going to keep Joe Shane. I'm okay with it. A lot of people are going to kill me for that. But I think they're going to trade back. I think they're going to end up with the second pick, and I think they're going to get a haul for it. I think they're going to stay in the first round, get a later first round, maybe even another one or something for next year. They're going to get a lot for it because there's people out there that want quarterbacks, and the Giants got their quarterback. I mean, they don't need a quarterback. I'm glad they won because when we got rid of Dable, they were saying, was that a mistake? I mean, he had Jackson Dart playing really well. And then we had a couple weeks where he didn't look as well. We was dealing with the concussions. He got hurt. He got banged up. I think he looked like himself last week, and I'm glad it felt good as a Giants fan to see the win. I like the way it went. I feel like it was a good. It's like, hey, we don't need the number 1 pick. We got our quarterback. Trade back and get a haul for it.
Yeah, I think trading back is the way. I just looked at Mel Kiper's big board, and like if you could get like a Caleb Downs or Bain from Miami, like, or even potentially if you get, I don't know, 2 first rounders and grab 2 defensive players, I think that's the move.
You got to draft a line. You got to protect Dart.
You got to protect
If,
Dart.
if he's going to be running around, you got to protect him as best as he can so he doesn't have to run, escape the pocket.
I did tell him to protect himself. I did. That's the last thing I added. The last thing I added was, at the end of the day, this is just football. You got to learn to slide, and you got to be out there to beat the birds. And I swear, he looked right at me. He's like, "I'll be out there." He's like, "I'll be out there." So like, that made me feel good. Like, I remember when Justin said that stuff about Barkley, and it's like, you don't think it really means nothing, but when they look at you, be like, "I'll be out there. I got this." It feels pretty cool.
Look, Rodgers is 42 years old, and he's playing like he's 42 years old. Love is performing much better. Yeah. And look, Rodgers' mobility is shot. The guy can't run anymore. He's got that wrist issue. Love looks young and sharp. He's got that concussion he's dealing with, and he's going to sit out this week. But yeah, I mean, Love's got the youth factor, so it's hard not to go with him. And Aaron's done great things, obviously, and it's clearly he's out of gas. And I don't know. I don't know how he's going to manage to get Pittsburgh past Baltimore this week and into the playoffs, and it just doesn't look good.
That's the game of the weekend.
Yeah.
The thing is about Rodgers, I mean, it has been impressive. I mean, the way he looked last year with the Jets when he played like the whole 40 seconds or whatever in that whole situation, that was last year, right? And then the
2
years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
flying.
bounce back at his age, and then Pittsburgh was relevant this year. I mean, that is still impressive in my eyes.
It is. Yeah, I mean, he can still win games. He can still make some pretty nice throws.
The NFL, man, on a high level.
Ultimately, age is catching up on him.
Can't beat it.
And we're going to miss him, NFL fans are going to miss him when he's gone.
It looks like
Agreed.
Lamar's going to start on Sunday too.
Oh, you
it'll be
serious?
interesting.
Yeah, it does look like Lamar's starting. Yeah.
Gonna be a hell of a game.
It's going to be a hell of a game.
Let's go, Pats.
Happy New Year, man.
F Denver.
I
F the Chargers, but we're cheering for the Chargers.
I just want to add one more thing that I'm excited for 2026 in Bacon Shake. So I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'm excited. And I'm in Boston. Well, I'm in Massachusetts right now. I'm visiting Rick Ramone, and it's always good. So
Yeah, we'll love to hear that. We'll
Yeah,
get
man.
together in the next few days.
I hope to see you, brother. RC, sir. All love, baby. Is that a heart?
That's right.
That's a heart, right?
Peace.
Adios.